Hey, welcome back, guys, to another episode of Block by Block with me, Di. Just want to say thank you for all the support you guys have given me in the last episode here. We built out this whole area here. We did a big landscaping job. Well, at least for me, it's big because I don't normally do landscaping. But on today's episode, we're going to be building something big as well. So let's open my sketch journal here. And we're going to be building the dock area of my town. Here's the sketch basically. And I just basically lay out what I want to do with the pier, like what materials I want to use. Like you can see the docking wooden area platform. And then you can see the cobblestone area on the second drawing there. And on the last quick sketch I did, I try to zoom out a bit and try to envision the whole area and how everything's going to be laid out basically. And lastly, I have the sketch of the building that we're going to do today. And we're going to make this building here very colorful. I'm trying to balance the build between the Japanese style, but also I want to make it colorful. The sketch right here is pretty rough. It gives me like a good vision of what I want to do. But a lot of things are still up in the air right now until I build it. So right now we're just going to focus on building the dock first. And we're going to try out some of the block palettes, see what works and what doesn't. Because I haven't quite figured out yet. And we'll see what's going to happen next. Okay, so I just want to show you guys what I've been doing here. So we built out this small portion right here. So you can see where it's going to start basically. We built out the upper level where the houses is going to be at. And then we also built the bottom part where technically that's going to be the docking area where you can access your boat and everything. And that's going to go all the way across up until this section right here on the left. But I want to focus on this part first and getting it right. So I built out the docking area with campfires because I feel like that gives a lot more details, and use trapdoors as the railing and the support beam would be. And I really like this build. It's working really well, and I think this is going to fit the whole vibe of the area, especially that we have the aqueduct and how it's also stone. I think that's going to blend in pretty well with that. And if we head down here, I had to think about where the water is going to end up from the aqueduct, right? I didn't want it to hit the dock, so I had to give it a gap. I ended up just building the dock inwards towards the land by one block so it doesn't hit the water, and hopefully that turns out okay at the end. But now I want to work on filling the gaps here on the supported beams using black stones and cobblestone. I want the transition to look really good, so let's see how that goes. Okay. That's interesting. He just unalive himself. That's okay. So I built out this area with the deep slate. I think it looks a lot better. So let me replace the andesite with just cobblestone. Yeah, this could be it. Yeah, so we're just gonna fill out the whole area here, doing the same thing, just add a bit of gradient. We're just gonna do all of that for all the different section here, but we're just gonna leave the inside here blank for now. I have no clue what to do with it, but if you guys have any recommendation on what to do, we can build it out. But yeah, I don't think I want to focus on the inside just yet. Okay, we're pretty much done with this area for now. So what we want to do now is I do want to show you guys how it looks like at nighttime, because I don't really have a lot of chance to show you guys my world during nighttime, because I really hate being out here at night when I don't have a proper spawn proof area yet. But I want to show you guys the fog here that I have from, I'm not even sure what mod I'm using here that gives it a fog, but it looks really good at night. And I think once everything is done with that fog here, ooh, it's gonna be so cool. But yeah, I'm gonna sleep now, and I'm gonna show you guys the progress in the dock. Alright, here, I hope the weather clears out. Okay, perfect. Let's head all the way up here, and this is what we've done so far. But and then for today's build, we're going to be focusing on the specific pillar right here. Now the reason why we want to focus on this specific pillar is, if you can hear bubble elevators here inside. Let's see, can you hear it? Yeah, you can hear like items bobbing inside. And if we go into my cam here, you can see that there's a water elevator in here. Aha. So in order to show you guys what is going on down there, we're gonna have to go to my mine here. So this place here is where I usually get my ores, all of my cobblestone, all my deep slate. I always just go to this one spot here because I hate doing caving because I always get lost or there's like a creeper or something. It's annoying me. So I just prefer just getting all my stuff from one place. This place is a bit of a maze. But oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, so it's just a strip mine going all the way there. And then one day when I was doing this, I found a slime chunk. And then I built all of this right before I started recording everything. But yeah, like way back when. I can't remember specifically when. Oh, actually, the day that I built this is the day when I built the aqueduct. So I'll show you guys that in a bit. But yeah, we can go look inside here and we can see iron golems stacked all the way up on like a platform here. So this is my slime farm, and I built this because I needed slime for, I can't remember what specifically, maybe my tree farm or something like that, but I needed it for redstone basically. But so I did collect a lot of slime, but then at some point I just didn't need it anymore, and then I just neglected that project ever since, and I've never had like a place to collect all of the slime, so it's just like bobbing in the water like forever until it despawns, which is a crime. So we're gonna fix that today. Okay, let's see here, when did I build this? So it was June 5 2024, which is about a year ago. My only fear is by adding a building here, the aqueduct would look very weird. Like it wouldn't make sense to have a building here. Hopefully it does. But yeah, I think I'll explain more of the building and why I want to build it here as I go along. But right now we need to gather some blue wood. I can't remember the name, but the blue wood in the nether, and then some cyan wool as well. Okay, so let's go to the nether here. So yeah, let me show you the block palettes that I have right here. Let's put this down right here. So basically, these are the blocks. I know that the bottom part, I want it to be this color right here. We'll have the birch log, the bone block, diorite, and pale oak planks. And then the top part, it'll be a different color. And we can use the strip warp stem and the cyan wool to have a bit of a texturing basically. So yeah, let's just start building it right now. I don't know, I feel like this is probably the best build I've done so far. The amount of details that I put in here is pretty cool. I really like this build. And then we still have the Japanese element here with the roof, right? And then, but also with this draping here. I can't remember the name. I should know the name by now. But yeah, I have this feature right here as well. And now we can head over to the back. I'm gonna make a stair inside so we can head over the back through the inside, maybe, if we have space for that. But here's the back side. We have a few flower pots here with different varieties. And then we pretty much match the same design at the front here. And we have like an AC unit right here, just a small one. And then we have a window, a different one from the front, just to add a bit more variety. And I did block the side right here because it's literally just a one block space and there's like pretty much no use of it. And yeah, that's pretty much the building. And we can head inside right here. It's really small, right? I mean, it's a pretty small building, so I think it makes sense that the interior is like small as well. But we won't need much space for this. This is just gonna house the slime. And then I'm gonna decorate it in a way where we can see the slime coming through right here. And maybe we can see it being smelted or something. That way we have a story of how they make the slime. So, and then at the spot right here would be the cashier and where the villager would be, just to make it more like a real shop, right? So we're gonna do that in a bit. But yeah, I think it fits the whole area so well, right? My main concern was only the backside right here. I was scared that it's gonna look weird, but I think I did a pretty good job of just covering everything just to make it look pretty cool. But let's just put leaves here just to cover it up as well. Okay, let's start building the interior here. Let's start by changing the floor here first. I want it to be a gradient of deep slate cobblestone and cobblestones. Then we can put it in between like this. And then we can carve this section right here. So you can have a ladder all the way up. Let's cover this up with some jungle trapdoors. And then a jungle door. That's looking cool. And we want to change these walls to something more industrial looking. We can place a barrel here. And then hoppers going all the way this way. Now we can place these blocks like so. That'll make it look more industrial. And then we can have like two furnaces right here. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then let's have the glasses. And we can have some birch like this. Now we can just put a water block there. Okay. Now we put a bone block over here. And then a glass here. There we go. And then cover it up. We can just put all the slime blocks in here. And yeah, that should do it for that part. And then we can put like a shelving here. Like so. And then we can have like a sign here. Just to have a bit of more decoration, I guess. That's cool. And we can put a clay pot right here. Put a sapling like so. And we can put trapdoors like this as well. And we can put a pot here like so. And then use this campfire like this for shelving. Put some trapdoors like so. And then let's put one more over here and a pot. Like so. And then a flower just to give it a bit more color. And then we want to have a villager here, right, to handle the store. So we're going to place honey blocks right here. And then place carpets like so. Put slabs here to make the counter for him. And a piston like this just to give it a bit more variety. And then let's put a mini chest right here. Oh, I'm stuck. Let's grab our mini slime block since it's a slime store. Place it right here. And then let's place one more maybe outside. Like, and then let's put signs at the front like so. So let's put the block here. Put blocks like that. And then, do I like this one? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Getting a bit dark in here. Let's put a lantern up here. Like so. Yeah, I really like this room now. Now the last step is to put a villager here, and actually let's move the chest to the counter here, which is this spot right here. And then we can place, oh, I'm stuck again. And then we can place a brewing stand. So this way the villager can have a job still, and we can still trade with him. I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's do the hard part now and transport a villager. And I already have a villager breeding area, which is in my town. I'll show you guys right now. If we head all the way over here, and we have one villager right here. And right here, I made this 9 June last year. And we have a daycare center where we have villagers right here. So let me show you guys how this works real quick. So we have this upper section right here where there are 2 villagers. I haven't decorated this area, which is horrible. But we have these 2 villagers, and then they would be able to breed. And then the offspring would go down here into this pit. And then they would stay right here until I want to collect them and put them in a minecart. Now we can just collect them and put them in a boat and walk them all the way right there. Or maybe better yet, we can just put them on a minecart and push them all the way there. Perfect, I have 63 rails. Okay, and they ran away. Now I think this is the best option is just put them in a boat. And then we'll figure things out. Let's see here, let's make a boat real quick. Put them on a boat. Where are they going? This is not ideal. Well, maybe it's fine if they can come up here. Yes. Yes. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, we are here now. Now we can just block this entrance right here. And then break the boat. Alright. No. Oh, I did not know they can do that. Okay. Okay. This is horrible. Okay. I did not know they can climb a ladder or open doors. Well, I mean, I think I should know they can open doors, but okay. That was interesting. Alright, here we are again. Let's make sure to block that door too now. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we just gotta wait for him to be a cleric, and then let's lock his trait afterwards. But now we can work on the upper floor right here. Okay, let's start with the door right here. Let's switch this out to just mud blocks like so. And we can have a door here. Let's make it face inwards. I think that's cool. Let's just place a sign here and maybe one more jungle like so. Maybe that's a bit too much. Let's place it up there maybe. Then down here. I don't know. Let's keep that for now. And then let's place a banner right here. And we can also extend this ladder up here. And then we can place a table like so on this spot. Then we can put an item frame and a fish here so that it looks like he's eating right here. And then we can place a chair here and use this sign as a handle. And then an oak trapdoor right here. And then we can place 2 trapdoors like so. And we can place a lantern like so. And another fate chest up here. Oh my god. Alright, so that's cool. Then we can put a sign here like so. And we can put his bed right here. And I want to make another painting here, so let's put a small one like that maybe. Do I like that drawing? That looks pretty cool. Okay, let's keep that. Now we can put a chain here, flower pot, and that flower right there. Let's make some piping here. So let's put that there, rotate it like that, and then put a lever like so. And then we can put a few buttons here for decoration. And to finish it off, we can put this banner right here maybe. Okay, I think we're pretty much done here. And we can take a look at the building from the outside. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like the white there. Simulates like a curtain or something, right? And that pretty much sums up this building right here. And this pretty much sets up the tone for the whole area here. And for this episode, I think this is where we're gonna stop. And then the next episode, we're gonna build this out all the way till the end there. Maybe we'll build a boat or two. Let's see. And to wrap up this episode right here, we have the comment of the day right here. So it's a combination of a few comments right here, but I'll just mention one name. Jonas Ribeiro 2001 asked, what shaders do I use? And someone else asked, what editing software do I use? And what mods do I use? So I'm just gonna answer all three of them right here. So I use BSL shaders. And I really like the colors of it and how you can tweak a lot of different things to your liking, like the colors of the sky and then the atmosphere, the clouds, the water. Yeah, I like how you can customize everything. So I just use BSL and I tweaked the water. I use vanilla clouds and also just a few of the colors to make it a bit more vibrant. And for what mods I use to record, I have a few mods. I have the replay mod. That's the most important one. And I have zoom mods. And let me just show you what mods I have. I have quite a lot of mods actually. Like I have like this 3D like skin layer, but none of them are really like important for like recording. What I'd say is really crucial to make your video look good is the distant horizon mod. And free cam is really important to show your builds and stuff like that. And nothing else, like, but the main thing you need in your world is basically just a replay mod and the distant horizon. That's like what I would really recommend if you do want to record your gameplay. And what I use to edit my videos is I use DaVinci because it's free, but I just don't want to pay for an editing software, especially early in this stage of my YouTube journey. I think it's just much better to keep the cost as low as possible. So I don't want to keep adding costs to my setup here, so I just have like a free editing software. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I really appreciate all the comments and all the critiques that you have on each episode. That way I can improve my videos and I know what to do better at, and that way I can improve the viewing experience for you guys as well. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video right here. I'll see you guys in the next episode.